day to dream. You're stuck in a climb. Wild card waits with a patient grin, but your service stutters won't let you in. Your service is nervous, can't handle the strain, glitching through the moment like a broken dream. If you can't connect, then you're out of the scene. Your service is nervous, say goodbye to the team. The crowd's on fire, the chat's alive, but your Wi-Fi's drowning, can't take the dive. Buffering circles, spinning in the sky. Wildcard's fingers twitching, ready to say bye. Your voice is fading, your screen's gone gray. Wildcard's hand hovers, it's the final play. Service nervous, can't handle the strain, glitching through the moment like a broken dream. If you can't connect, then you're out of the scene. Your service is nervous, say goodbye to the team. Say goodbye to the team.
Heels for life on the track. You know what it is.
Heels for life.
Turn it up, let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. Heels for life. Woo. Turn it up, let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. From the mid-south all the way worldwide, we the force of the heat where the bad guys start. We enforcer in the cut, keep the story in line. DJ T.O. make it John when he gut, that's fine. Wild card talk slick, gotta take some 10 like Skin Gate and bring the chaos in. And get hit wreck good, then the roof catch flames. To another hit I drop, you remember the name. Heels for life, we don't play nice. Every hot take feel cold as ice. From the belt to the mic, we define it hype. Turn it up, hit subscribe, it's Feels for life. Feels for life. With the legends alright, every pop, every boot, we on this side. From the boots to the bikes, we define it high. Turn it up, hit subscribe, it feels for life.
I had to catch myself. What's going on, wrestling true believers? It's a great day in
Oh, we got notes.
Got notes today. Yes, everybody. Your boy is 43. He's the host who is the mostest. And he has... Anyway, thank you for joining us for another episode of Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast on another Sunday, kicking it with us, kicking it with me, Mr. Enforcer, Mr. Mid-South, Mr. Light Skin Gouging, and of course, Mr. Ziggy. Please follow us on all social media platforms, including here on YouTube, where you are seeing us right now, currently. Also, the incentive. Remember, we are not that far away from 1,000 subscribers. I cannot wait until we get there because we have been working on this, and like the team has been awesome. You guys have been awesome helping us achieve this milestone. If once we get to that milestone, we will do our giveaway podcast. So the grand prize, remember, is the ECW World Heavyweight Championship from '96. This is a replica belt, still in great condition because I keep all of my belts in great condition because I love wrestling. Also, we will be giving away gift prizes such as collectible items, Kenny Omega action figure, Hulk Hogan. I know you guys don't give a fuck about that unless you are MAGA. Also, Punk action figure, Goldberg, and I believe that's it. And also, we will be giving away a $25 gift card. So, with that being said, we are going to be doing news and rumors straight through. We are going to have a conversation. There's a lot of bullshit that has been going on this past week. We're going to be talking about wrestlers, wrestling fans, folks that just, oh my God, they just do the most. We're going to talk about all of this shit in the next 2 hours or so. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Remember to share, repost, comment, do whatever. I do not care. But without further ado, Ziggy, here we go.
We're breaking down the latest buzz from backstage politics, surprise returns, contract drama, and all the dirt the big companies don't want you to know about. Whether it's AEW, WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or any of your favorite indie scene companies. We've got the scoops, we've got the tea, and we might even have a wrestler to even talk about this. With a little bit of fantasy booking to spice things up. Grab your belts, lace up your boots, time to hit the ropes, because it's time for heel news and rumors.
Thank you so much, Ziggy, for that. All right, so we're going to go with the first one. Ziggy, you can just pick, and then we'll just talk about it, and then I'm going to go offline and continue to promote the podcast. Go for it, y'all.
All right, guys. The first one up, as Chris mentioned, is Mr. Cruel. Apparently a fan. I'm not sure. See, it's a Ruthless Pro Wrestling event in Illinois. Craze fan attempts. They say attempts, but I think he did stab this pro wrestler. His name is Cruel, and I think the backstory, and you guys can help me fill in the blanks, and you all in the chat as well can help me fill in the blanks. Where I think they were at a merch stand, and I think that he didn't like the price of the merch or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course. This is news and rumors, and y'all help me fill in the blanks if I'm missing. Whatever it is, Mr. Cruel goes to the ring, and fan jumps over the barricade and tackles him and stabs him in his abdomen. And as this fan attempted to flee the scene, wrestlers and fans came together, and they just, proceeded to beat the sonic rings out of him. And I don't know what happened after that, but insane turn of events. And I did see, I want to say 3 hours ago, he did say that he is okay. Speaking of Cruel, the wrestler. What in the hell is going on, guys? What are y'all thoughts on this? And y'all definitely chime in as well, chat.
From the information that I think all of us got, that Cruel was at the merch stand. He was, as all indie wrestlers do, they sell their own merch. Dude came in, asked for the price of such merch.
That's what it was, yeah.
He did not like the price of the merch. And by God, let me just say this before I even finish. If you can't afford indie prices merch, like seriously, I know it's not that expensive. Unless, with some outrageous shit. Well, anyway, I was not there, so what it is. He didn't like it. He squared up on him, but then he backed down. He left. Crew came out, and y'all don't know who Crew is. Y'all see that picture, but if you're an MLW guy, you know exactly who
MLW.
he is.
That's what I remember him from.
You know exactly who he is. He came out, stayed in character when the dude jumped the guardrail, and proceeded to do his business, but the dude was, antsy, whatever. And crew did not know he was stabbed. Like,
because all the adrenaline and
all this stuff. When you got a lot of drilling, you don't know nothing until afterwards. He didn't know. But I think another wrestler told him, and like you just said earlier, not just the wrestlers but the fans there, stomped the mud hole in him, walked it dry, and he deserved. Now I didn't hear nothing. I want to know if y'all heard anything about the guy. Did he get arrested? Did he?
Now that's what I need to find out. You're right, Enforcer. Like, what was the fallout of that guy?
Yeah, that's the best thing I didn't hear.
That's a good point. Miss Out, you have any thoughts on this, man? You've been watching wrestling for decades. I know this is not something new, but what is your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna take a little bit of a different angle here.
Okay.
Because I've attended a lot of indie wrestling shows in my lifetime. I wish I could say it's the first time I've seen something crazy like this, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Indie wrestling shows, and I know they can't afford it, but they have to take security as serious as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to jump the gun and just start, crushing the guy that did this, although he deserves to be crushed. But we also don't know what was in his mind, or what kind of person this was. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not using that as an excuse by all means. If you have the conscience enough to carry a knife, then you probably are in your right mind. But nowadays a lot of people aren't in their right mind. So, moving past that point, it's just security at indie shows has always lacked. And not only indie shows, big company shows, when they do house shows or smaller shows, non-televised shows, they don't take security as serious. So I'm not saying, because they can't afford it. Any shows can't afford it. They can't afford to pay for security. But I would at least take it as serious as possible. And I'll leave it at that, because again, I've seen stuff like this happen before. It sucks. I hope, assuming the guy is in his right mind, I hope they throw him in jail forever, because that's borderline attempted murder.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, that's insane. Gaijin, what's your thoughts, sir?
So we talked about this earlier, and I was even shocked that something like this could happen, because I've been to various indie shows myself. And like Mid-South said, yes, security there is very lax. And even if you do see security, it's always the people who you least suspect to be security. Somebody who stands maybe 5'8", 5'9", and 110 pounds soaking wet. So
that's the one that's like our enforcer.
Right.
The fuck, bro?
Well, you said someone's like 5'9", so you said someone that's 5'6". So I'm like, not like our enforcer. Our enforcer is 6 foot swole. That's what I'm saying. That's all.
But you guys remember there was a show. There was a show on True TV where it followed like really, stressful jobs, and one of them was the Ring of Honor head of security. You guys remember that show?
I remember that.
Like, this dude was responsible for protecting guys like Austin Aries, Rhett Titus. I remember an episode where Rhett Titus gave a hotel key card to some chick, and the boyfriend was so upset, wanted to fight Rhett Titus. And then another episode where they wanted to fight Austin Aries is basically Austin pisses a lot of people in the crowd off, but again, like it's pro wrestling. He's doing his job, and my job is to make sure that he gets to his car and his hotel safely. And that, like, honestly, it doesn't hurt. I know they said that, they can't afford the security, but it doesn't hurt to like just pay somebody to travel with you. Kind of like, that dude back in the 90s with the old WWF who always used to wear like the the Apple hats, and he was swole. If you remember that dude, who's
John.
always he was always hanging by ringside and all that.
Oh yeah,
and he traveled with like he was their personal security.
yeah.
You know, so like I said, I don't think it hurts. Just like, hey, hook somebody up on the payroll and then has them travel with you everywhere you go. So, but yeah, this is, we heard Chris I think it was either last week or the week before, where he said, hey, you wrestlers got to strap up. You got to do something to protect yourself. And this is basically it. These fans today are not like the fans that we were when we grew up watching this. These fans today are something else, because they get all wrapped up in their feelings, wrapped up behind a keyboard. And then the second you say something that hurts their feelings, all of a sudden they feel like they have to do something to protect their honor. You have no honor to protect. You sit in a keyboard, much like myself, in your basement. Luckily, this is my basement. I don't know which basement you're in, but still, it's pro wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Their job is to get you in your emotions. You obviously got into it. Mission accomplished. Now let's separate shoot from kayfabe.
I was going to say something about that when you bring up security.
Go ahead.
Like I just retired from doing security, and there's so many security companies they could, you could still ask to come, hire and stuff for shows. But the thing is, it's like always we've been to a lot of indie shows where they don't even have security. The security walkthrough to check the metal detectors and nothing like that. You just go on anybody's TV, you go sit down. This is nothing new for anybody that remember the territory days and hearing the stories of how crowds used to get too emotional. If you remember the story when Dusty Rhodes got blasted by the beginning of the Horsemen by the Andersons and Ric Flair, and they said they could barely get out because the crowd was blocking it, and the police couldn't do it, right? Like with wrestling, I don't like everybody think that because they're wrestlers and they big and stuff that they don't they can take care of themselves. Some of them can, but at the same time, they also are performers. They are just like the athletes, even your MMA guys need security. They can take care of somebody, but they rather have security because you could charge a MMA guy for his or her hands are weapons, But what I was gonna say is, as security, like they like house shows. House shows they use the arena security, which is not enough. It's like probably 5 to 6 people that's in the arena. That's security, arena security. Indie, you lucky you get 1 or 2 local police people there. And then if they don't have that, they gotta use whoever's not working that night in the indie show to be security, and they're not trained to be security.
Arena security, they're really just ushers.
Yeah,
they're not.
That's what I was about to say. Yep.
Yeah,
the ushers.
Yeah. Those people that get the tickets and they take you.
You walk around in circles.
Right,
like your seat is over there.
Right, like you watch any show, you see them with their little special shirt, bright ass yellow or red shirt. That's their security. That's the security. But it's like Lightskin said, today's fan base is nothing like back in the day fan base, because you got these computers and everybody's keyboard warriors and they could type this, type that, and then someone answer back and they feelings, and then they wait for you to come to their hometown. You're not gonna forget that shit. They got that shit marked and all that shit. If they had the balls to do it, because some of y'all don't. Like some people that guy that ran into Seth Rollins in Brooklyn, or these fans that hop the gate, hop the cage and all that shit. Security, I don't know why it's not priority in the wrestling business, in any line of business actually. Why it's not the number one, especially in the world we live in, where shit is real. Like after 9/11, you should think security be number one priority in any facet of sports. So,
I mean,
that's strange. That was strange.
It's not just that, but we've seen it happen so many times. I mean, the ladder match between Eddie Guerrero and Rob Van Dam.
But
We've
say
seen it
Eddie.
countless. He pushed Eddie off the ladder, if you remember. The
Mhm.
countless times when fans would enter into the ring to try and attack, you know, the NWO, and then you had the referee like beating up people, just like, okay, I'm no longer in character. I'm whooping your ass because you're ruining the show. An incident between Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin at a house show in Germany, I think is where it was. Like,
Triple H.
Triple H, like they tried to attack Stone Cold, who was the baby face.
Triple H whooped his ass.
And Triple H and Earl Hebner, you know, took that motherfucker to Pound Town. Pause. But still, like we've had this problem.
Pound Town.
It didn't take him long, Lord.
I said the secret word, didn't I?
You sure did. You was on time, like Ja Rule, motherfucker.
Like Joe Henry, shit. You said
Say the phrase and he appears.
oh, wow. Wow.
So damn dumb.
But like I said, it has been becoming a problem where the fans cannot separate fantasy from reality. Jose came in here like, yeah, weren't they crazy in the territory days? Yeah, absolutely. Watch Dark Side of the Ring. Watch the old stuff on Harley Race. Watch some of the old stuff on, you know, the Midnight Rockers when Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty used to get wild back in the old AWA days. Like, yes,
New Jack, Mass Transit.
There were crazy fans in the territory days in the 90s, you know, the Mass Transit incident. You know, but that, of course, was with a fan who claimed he was a trained wrestler. Something somewhat different, but that's besides the point. Fans nowadays, and let me credit Dedrian, who's constantly said this, the parasocial relationships that some of these fans create with these performers are just absolutely wild. And we have to get back to the point where, like, hey, they are someone portraying a character no different than actors portraying a role on the screen. Okay? That's it. All right. We have to be able to separate art from the artist. That's it.
Right, but
it's gonna get to a point though, too. I hate to say things like this and put it out, but you know, we had the issue with Sonya Deville. We had an issue with Rey Mysterio. We had the issue, and I don't even think this is a wrestling thing. I think it's just a celebrity thing because people, you know, fantasize and they put these people on such high pedestals that they almost treat them as like, I don't know, God figures, where it's like, oh, I just gotta be in their presence. I just gotta be. And then what happens is they go outside that line. And then what's going to happen is, because Rey Mysterio, a lot of people might not like him, people might not care for him, but he has way more patience than me. Because if anyone would come run up to my house like that, you ain't just leaving. You know,
I'll give you an example, Ziggy.
Like, that's kind of crazy, bro. What you got, bro?
I'll give you an example. This past Thursday, I ran into Andrade El Idolo at my job. He was flying out of Minneapolis because they just had a show here in St. Paul at Roy Wilkins Theater. I know for a fact that these guys constantly get bum rushed at the airports. I said my piece. I said hi. Didn't hound them for pictures because I could get in trouble for it.
True.
But I'm making my way through like the little mall area in the airport, and I run into him again. He said, hey, you know, thanks for not making such a big deal. I'm like, dude, I know you guys get harassed all the time at airports and stuff like that. Like, I just try to make sure that you guys get through there safely and you guys get to where you need to go as safe as you possibly can. That's my job. You know, fist bumped him. Then we went our separate ways. That's it. You know, I constantly run into Dante Martin all the time. Working my checkpoint. You know, I say what's up to him, holler at him, you know. Good dude, respectful dude. Love when he comes through, you know. again, we just got to be able to separate fantasy from reality. Like these guys are just, you know, they're just trying to make their next town. It's on to the next one for them.
I will forever be on the other side of the fence when it comes to this stuff. And I'm gonna tell you why. Some people may not like to hear this, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm gonna just talk about the WWE. Forever, they've always referred to their wrestlers not as wrestlers. They've referred to them as superstars. The reason why I'm saying that is because they prefer their wrestlers be celebrities, right?
Right.
Michael Jackson, U2, The Monkees, Van Halen, anybody you can think of, any artist, Prince, any of them you can think of, Taylor Swift. If they were to walk out into public right now, they would be bum rushed. Somebody will do something they shouldn't do. I'm in total agreement that the idiots are going to idiot. But that is what you pay for. Should be expected when you become a superstar / celebrity. It is what it is. We can talk forever about how stupid somebody acted when it comes to any particular wrestler. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to always happen, and it has always happened with celebrities since the beginning of time. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time getting mad at fans for doing it, because fans will just be fans. That's just how it is. You can go on YouTube and search any Michael Jackson video or any public appearance by Michael Jackson. You'll see people fainting and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. All of that. I remember a girl. If it's the whole Jesus thing, a girl touched his jacket and passed out. Like it's almost like he passed something.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus!
Right. So
I know. I'm just saying, whenever they start going up to people's houses, and if he ends up turning them, whoever goes up to their house, they get turned into a bowl of Cheerios.
Period. You definitely gonna find Jesus. You definitely are.
100%. All I'm saying is,
what's up, Venom?
All I'm saying is, it happens to everybody that's popular.
No, I get you. No, I do see what you're saying, though, Miss. That's a very good rebuttal.
I mean, it's not just a rebuttal though. It's like it's
a good point though.
It's a straight up fact. Like we lost some legends because of shit like this.
Selena
that's still being celebrated today. John Legend, a psycho fan, came to his personal register and you know, Selena, the big fan was the president of her fan club, and you see what happened there.
Yeah, Zelina Vega. Yep.
It's not Vega, but
Selena the singer.
But yeah, but but to also clarify what Marissa said, not just that's the people that are wrestling now. That's what you grew up on. You grew up on WWE or WCW, the superstars, and that's what you wanted to be. You wanted to be a wrestler, but you wanted that fame. Most of them wanted just to be a wrestler and let the fame come to them. But in today's age, you can be a wrestler and have a strong following on social media. You are you are famous now. Like your subscribers, your followers, all that. You in the millions. And these people follow you, not just follow you on social media. They find out where you fucking go in a hotel and all this stuff.
What's up, good? What's up, bro?
Yeah. And it's weird.
What's
but at the same time, this is the negative of being famous. Like this is the curse of being famous.
Right.
When you're famous, you get the fame, you get the fortune, you get the acknowledgement. But then you don't get no peace.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the sucky
it has
part.
It has to be expected. It comes with the territory of being famous. That's why I know we're going back to security, but that's why security is important. The WWE, AEW, any wrestling organization, or anybody that considers themselves a celebrity, either the celebrity needs to afford the security or the company needs to afford the security. If a wrestler is leaving a WWE event There is no reason, no way for WWE not to provide security for that, especially a female to walk from the arena to her car. No excuses not to have security for that.
You know who the security is, right? The bloodline. You saw when I don't know which one it was, but they was doing an interview. They all came on. You all right? You good? We're gonna walk to your car. Interview over. Let's go. I like go. Yeah.
That's a perfect segue to. I know we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but we don't have that on our planner. We need to talk about Jey Uso.
Crash out?
Yes. We need to talk about him. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what the fuck are they doing with him?
That's
like,
true.
one minute he's eating, and the next minute talking about, fuck that nigga, fuck him up. I'm like,
you know what to do, Joe. You know what to do.
What are we doing?
You sound like an old man, like on the porch. You're like, you know what to do.
Yeah, bro. When you saw, like, they actually singled it out. They actually singled out, like, in a different angle, and you're like, you know what to do, Joe. Joe, you know what to do. Smash him.
Go back to that comment that West Side Gun, because I mean West Side
going
Gun,
back to West Side Gun's comment. He said they don't provide shit. I know.
We know, but like so like, how do you do your security like in fourth row? Like, are y'all like relaxed, or like, based on like what we're talking about right now, like how do you do your security in your company? If you can answer that question, if you could. But yeah. No, you can go back to that comment that Venom had put up.
So Venom says, I feel like if more celebs would state how they will want to be addressed or greeted, it would be a little more tame. Like after Jason Frank Green Ranger was about to get shot at an event, he had several lives going on how he would appear at more future cons.
So no, I don't.
The Green Ranger had an issue.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I didn't.
So before you, now this the thing. When they do address it, motherfuckers don't listen anyway.
That's true.
No, they don't.
Bro, again, like,
it's a good point.
I just say about Andrade. Me and Nikki could tell you we was in the elevator with the Good Brothers and Okada. and cutting the shit. No pictures, just cutting the shit till we gotta get to our floor. Like, people forget. All right, this is one thing people forget, and I need y'all to remember this. They are human. They are human. They are not. I mean, they want to relax. I mean, good. You see them, like, they're cool. If you want to cut the shit, but at the same time, remember, like, don't rush to them. Don't run to them and like, oh, they owe you something. Like some of y'all do at the airports, like bringing up 40 action figures and asking these guys, women and men to freaking sign them and shit like that. Like, what are we doing? So it's crazy. The West Side, I don't know his answer.
I refuse to even now. If we're at a wrestling event, sure, but I refuse to ask a wrestler for a picture or autograph or anything outside of the wrestling arena.
Yeah,
or at like a wrestling.
Yeah, it's like one of them. Yeah, it's like one of them situations. Like when you walk past a wrestler or whatever, you say, what's up? What's going on, or whatever. And if they don't respond, they just don't respond. But like, we need to start treating them. I mean, I get that they're famous and they're celebrities, but at the end of the day, we have to pretend that we're in their shoes. Like, would you want somebody to come at you and just say, "Oh my God, I love you"? I'm like, would you act accordingly? Like, hey, what's good? How you doing? Blah blah blah. I love your work, And you never know that he or she might continue a conversation. You have to allow them to respond to you but instead of being weird, like, that's the problem that I have with some of these wrestling fans. And on top of that, y'all don't take baths. That's weird.
Yo, don't let that water hit your butt cheeks.
Wait, whoa.
I think we have a shirt for that on ProWrestlingTees.com.
We do.
It's called Wash Your Ass. Pro Wrestling Tees /
Did you wash your ass today? That is the question that you should. It should.
Indeed.
We should not have to make a shirt for that, but thanks to you, we got a shirt.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah, we were
Tyler.
just talking about that, Tyler. At the beginning of the show.
Oh, Westside answered the question.
He did.
Westside said never had an environment like this ever in a culture. So
Man, Nick.
apparently wrestling is worse than. Jeez.
Wait a minute. How old are you, Westside? Because I don't know. I'm getting like, because like when we ran into you in Texas, I'm like, I was like, I was gonna ask you, but then like I totally forgot. Like, are you like in your 30s, 20, 28, something like that? Not exactly sure.
So
But yeah, I've never seen nothing like this ever in life, and I just turned 43, bro. Like this is crazy. Go ahead, Mister.
no, it is strange to see it nowadays. Although,
bro.
you know, if we're being honest with ourselves, over the last few years, not this bad. Well, I guess we can say one of them was this bad with Rampage Jackson's son. But we've seen incidents where fans jump the barricade and run into the ring. See the same thing in professional football games. Somebody did in the Super Bowl, this past Super Bowl. So
really,
that's what's up.
Yeah. So
light on crack, brother. Light on crack.
Light on crack, dog.
So I'm not saying security will prevent this, but it'll happen less likely, or it's less likely to happen. You know, if you can afford security, let's just say that, because again, indie shows, they don't have money to be spending on extra security.
Right.
So just all we can do is just hope nothing like this happens again. But like I said, been watching wrestling since the 80s. It's not like it's the first time.
This happens, yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to find a security team that knows the flying V.
Yeah.
Looking ass.
Y'all ready to jump to the next topic?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, next topic.
Oh my God.
Preschool director allegedly stole. Now we say allegedly, this is, you know, Hills and Rumor segment. So allegedly, this Brooklyn preschool director stole $2.75 million in tuition from her school and spent $350,000 on tickets for WWE events. Guys, once again, you know, this is all alleged, but what are y'all thoughts on this?
I just want to know how allegedly she had this thought in this big forehead of hers right here.
Oh Lord!
You know what?
She had a
her
dream
forehead
about
is.
this.
Listen, her forehead is shinier than mine. Okay?
My God!
For
I
real.
would have. I'd be afraid to take a headbutt from this bitch. But you know, we've had several people, you know, comment on this, make TikTok. Our good buddy Bald Bro has made a video about this. A friend of mine, Smithception, has made a video about this. There are people who wanted to say that it makes wrestling fans look bad. I'm sorry, but I have never met an indie wrestling fan that has allegedly stole $2.75 million in tuition money just so they can go watch an indie wrestling event. Because like Enforcer said, if you ain't got indie wrestling price money, you shouldn't even be a fan. So as far as I'm concerned,
Leah, we ain't saying, hey, listen, Leah, we ain't saying shit. We just reporting this shit. This is alleged. We ain't saying that, oh my God, she a crazy bitch.
Right.
We ain't saying that. Just
hold up. Hold up.
Right.
Opinions of Chris.
First off, Leah's a good friend of mine. And of course, she's always making sure that I'm, you know.
Okay. I'm like.
But I think she was mainly saying, you know, me making, you know, the forehead comment. But
I mean,
put that forehead back on the screen.
No, please not.
Put that forehead back on the screen.
Put it on the screen.
Put it. Look at it. Go make a laser or something. Oh, clear Megamind looking ass.
Bro, you lucky I got my John Madden camera. I see a circle.
Crazy.
The
forehead
circumference of her forehead is
forehead look like a coin. Oh, money currency looking so.
You need a lineup. That's what you need. You need a lineup.
Hey, let me answer this question right quick. What's up, Simply? This is me and Enforcer are currently streaming on our Twitch channels. Chris, I don't think has one right now, but we can make one for the Heels for Life channel.
Yeah, we used to, but we was inconsistent. 'Cause I didn't know how to use that shit. But this was decades ago. This was like,
but that was a long time ago. But no, I do appreciate it. But our main channel is the YouTube channel, so please make sure you are following and subscribing that as well. But yeah, appreciate you, man. Whatever channel you decide to watch us on, we appreciate it.
Hill Carmichael said that she got that Chris Benoit hit. That's
all right.
Hey,
come on now.
She got a Samoan forehead and she not even Samoan.
Hey.
All right, boys.
Hey, you don't get off the forehead.
Next one. Bad News Brown. This is go on to the next topic.
Stupid as fuck.
Bad News Brown will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as a legacy inductee and a member of the 2026 class. Guys, what are your thoughts on this?
You want this person? I'll go after
but Crawford says, why is he so angry?
That's bad news.
That's Bad News Brown.
Bad News Brown, baby.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and get us started, sir.
There is not a wrestler on the planet that knew of him that doesn't respect him, doesn't love him. He's trained so many wrestlers. He befriended so many wrestlers back in the day. But I loved him. One of the funniest things that I will never get out of my head is watching Bad News Brown being afraid of Jake the Snake, Robert Snake. Oh my God.
Yep.
You gotta do that.
Hey, now hold up. Now,
I don't know what was more funny, him or Andre.
Now I say, don't forget he had to get the New York Street Rats, the tame.
What are we doing?
Not during this segment. Come on now, man. Let's respect that.
Go ahead, Miss Out.
Sorry, I'm sorry. My bad.
You finished, Miss Out, or you want?
No, I mean I'm good. You can go ahead, say him on Arsenio Hall. Him being afraid of Jake the Snake, Robert Snake. I love Bad News Brown as a kid.
Bro, first of all, Bad News Brown, one of those guys that look like us. That was bad, really bad news. But for real though, he was legit. Everybody forget that this dude was a black belt. One of those. When you got Andre the Giant afraid of you. You're a bad motherfucker.
In real life.
Andre the Giant.
In real life.
Andre the Giant was afraid of Bad News Brown, or you know him older than us as Bad News Allen.
Yeah.
He was legit. But my thing is this again. Why did we wait till he passed away to put him in the Hall of Fame?
Because probably something that he did to Vince that Vince didn't like, and that's probably why he was ignored. I mean, same thing could be said about Jazz, like why Jazz is not in the Hall of Fame, and she works for WWE, which is great.
But the thing is with that, and
not Bad News Brown.
Bad News Brown, Hall of Fame. If Vince had a problem with it, you also had a problem with Bruno Sammartino, and he got in the Hall of Fame. You also had a problem with Macho Man. While he was alive, you put him in the Hall of Fame. Not Macho Man, but while Vince was still there, you put him in the Hall of Fame. You could have left Macho Man alone. This is the thing I don't like, and I said it on Thursday on Wolfpack. I'm gonna say it here. Y'all wait these legends, and not just the baseball, football, people that should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago.
Yep.
Y'all wait till they pass away. Like that's supposed to clean the wounds and stuff. No, because I even said this about Sid. Why? Y'all didn't put Sid in.
She's beautiful.
So it's I'm happy that he's in the legacy, but when you put somebody in the legacy, that means you're not gonna have nobody speak for him. You're just saying you put him in the legacy. He's here. But there's nobody from his family going.
Oh, so that's what that means. The legacy is like you just
put him in the wing,
like putting him in the wing, and
so you're not gonna.
Also,
I got you.
Also, the problem with the legacy, and I'll say half the problem because it could potentially be somebody that from the 50s or 40s or whatever. But my problem is not just the fact that they're putting them in legacy because they can't speak or whatever. But also you risk the fact of the people that you're inducting them in front of, not even knowing. You can't wait too long because then even your people, your fans won't even know who they are.
No,
If you know what I mean.
They got Google.
Like, we know now that the majority of the WWE audience is of a certain age,
It's modern,
a lesser
now.
age.
Yeah.
They don't know who Bad News Brown is. If you're not in your 40s, you never saw him wrestle.
Right.
And that's kind of my problem. The NFL, 7 years. 7 years and then you're in. 5 years, 5 years, 5 years and then you're in. Could be 20 in WWE, unless they're your favorites like John Cena and you go in immediately.
Like he first.
You know what I mean?
I think too, Mid-South is I think it started becoming a joke, air quotes, with how long some of these Hall of Fame ceremonies were getting with like some of the older wrestlers. And do you think that this is their way of saying like we're gonna still honor y'all, but like kind of keep it to a minimum with the speeches and everything like that? Because it started becoming like an online meme of like how long these speeches were getting and everything like that.
Well,
and then like once they're on the stage, no one wants to go up there and tell them like, hey, wrap it up, because then
that.
I understand that. I understand it 100%, but two things. Number one, you control how long someone talks because you're the one with the button to turn the microphone on and off. And then the second thing is it's taped now. So when you show it, not talking about the people inside the arena, but when you show it to the national audience,
it's already
edited.
Okay.
So, but at the same time, like look at last year. I didn't watch it last year, but for what we seen, everybody was falling asleep. Triple H,
because that shit boring as shit.
Like y'all forget. Like remember back. Not gonna say back in the day, but a couple years ago when it was NXT. The Hall of Fame was on Friday. NXT was on Saturday. WrestleMania was on Sunday. So they had that schedule. Now you got 2 nights of WrestleMania. You got your roster there, tired as hell. No, they got wrestled the next day, so they'll be tired. The Hall of Fame don't end till like probably 12 o'clock because you're trying to put like 30 damn people in there one night and stuff. Then you got to remember the people that's coming in. Let's say Demolition. Go. A lot of people, like you just said, probably not old enough to remember Demolition wrestle, and they go talk their talk, but it's 2 of them, so they go talk probably 20 minutes each, and that's gonna be 40 minutes. Then you got Stephanie, who's a McMahon, who's gonna think that she got a lifetime to talk about because she was the catalog girl, and she's Vince's daughter. She came as a character, and she was this and that. You got that AJ Styles said he already told everybody he's gonna make his shit short and sweet. So God bless AJ Styles.
So I have a rebuttal. So personally, I don't really. This is how I think when it comes to Hall of Fames for any sport. Doesn't matter what it is, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, whatever. Sure, they can make it an event, right? But it doesn't necessarily have to be an event. Ultimately, the reason why I want so many wrestlers to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, especially before they pass, is because of what it does for them. Remember, let us not forget, wrestlers want to make money. And when you can attach Hall of Fame to your name, you can charge more. That Hall of Fame should mean something and does mean something. And that's whether it's the WWE Hall of Fame or the cauliflower, what is it called? The alley cauliflower.
Cauliflower. I know you're talking about. I just know the cauliflower part.
Yeah, the Real Wrestlers Hall of Fame, Cauliflower Alley Club. Okay. The Real Wrestlers Hall of Fame, you can charge more money for your signature. And I love that for any wrestler that's not getting some type of pension or insurance or anything post-wrestling career. That's why it's so important to me. I want them to make money when they can't make money.
But at the same time, when they do that, there's certain people that's in the Hall of Fame that should not even be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Like Donald Trump?
That's one.
Right.
That's one.
And that's exactly the reason why I brought up the Cauliflower Alley Club Hall of Fame, because other wrestlers that are not in the WWE Hall of Fame that are in the real pro wrestling Hall of Fame, that one can still charge more for their Hall of Fame signature, or they can at least promote at their table in WrestleCon that they're Hall of Famers. It doesn't necessarily have to be a WWE Hall of Famer. If you're a pro wrestling Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer everywhere.
I mean, there's people that use that they're TNA Hall of Famer. So it's just, as long as that word Hall of Fame is next to their name of any kind, they go do what you just said. But like honestly, the WWE, I think honestly, this like I said, I always said baseball to me is probably the best Hall of Fame to me, because it's not like they're gonna put 7 to 8 people on at the same time. Sometimes they put 4, sometimes they put 2. Like you just said, WWE is in the entertainment part. They want to make a whole show out of it, and it's like that. You do get some good memories of it, but one thing WWE is doing with the Hall of Fame, they are struggling getting people in, because some people don't want to go in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Totally agree.
Shane Douglas. They called Shane Douglas, I don't know how many times. They called Taz, I don't know how many times. They said no. They try to bribe before he came back there. They try to bribe Jeff Hardy. So, he said no. One, because he said, I'm not done yet. So that's one. But I don't know. Sometimes I think the WWE is just picking names out of a hat sometimes.
And I really think that it's crazy that you say that, because there's one name that they're not picking out the hat, and that is China. And I think you know why.
Not just one name, but also one group as well, and that's the Nation of Domination too.
I was just getting ready to say that too.
Yeah. For those of y'all that actually have never heard of Bad News Brown, just listen off some of this, because pretty much everybody here on this panel has seen Bad News Brown wrestling. In judo, he was a grand champion in 1970. A heavyweight champion 5 times, 66, 68, 69, 70, and 75. A Olympic Games bronze medalist in judo. Pan American Games gold medalist in 67 and 75. And as it pertains to pro wrestling, he is in the Canadian Wrestling Hall of Fame as the class of 2007. The NWA Bahamanimi, whatever the fuck. He was a Florida heavyweight champion as well. Held 2 titles from Championship Wrestling from Florida, and the NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, the Florida version. IWA Heavyweight Champion, NWA America's Tag Team Champions with Leroy Brown and Victor Rivera twice. The Polynesian Pacific Heavyweight Championships in NWA. PWI ranked him 187 out of 500 for the PWI's years in 2003. Stampede North American Heavyweight Champion, WCCW Unified Heavyweight Champion, and the ICW Heavyweight Champion. So, for those of y'all who just needed a rundown of whether or not you believe Bad News Brown deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, he's already in one Hall of Fame, in the Canadian Wrestling Hall of Fame. I think he definitely deserves to be in there. He should have been in there years ago.
And on the answer your question about did he quit over pay, he damn right he did, because he was lied to. He was supposed to go over. He was supposed to go over Hogan. So I only had to finish the story after I said that.
That's another word for me, brother.
Yeah, he was supposed to go over on Hogan, and he was supposed to had a feud, like a year feud. That didn't happen. He got lied to on that, and then it came to pay. He was pretty much on the same avenue where Jesse Ventura was, with the union and equal pay and stuff like that. And the rest is history. So, again, I'm not saying he don't deserve. Just like I said, I'm not saying that Sid don't deserve. They both deserve. I just wish they was here.
Yeah,
to appreciate it.
I remember Sid Vicious,
which is why I'm not saying he's on his deathbed, because he's definitely not. but I still want Magnum TA in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one I think about the most.
Exactly.
Okay. So
It's
y'all,
more
before
so
we go,
these guys just getting their flowers, you know.
yeah, most definitely. So everybody, we got like 57 people watching us across
Let's
all
go.
social media platforms. We greatly appreciate it. We just need y'all to just do what y'all been doing, comment, repost, reshare, anything that y'all want to add, any comments or so forth, just put them in the comment section so we can take a look, and we'll definitely answer all of your questions, answers, and all that good shit. We're gonna do one more topic, and then we're gonna go to intermission. And the intermission, I think y'all want to stay around for that because I got some shit for y'all. Ziggy, you can go on to the next one. Okay.
According to Becky Lynch, she stated that the door is always open for Mercedes to return to WWE. So she's saying that all of this back and forth, this tribalism, saying you went to AEW, stay over there, or vice versa. She said Mercedes is open to return to WWE, and I would say, especially after she's shown her worth after leaving, of course the door is open for her to return. But is this more so about the invisible lines between the companies, or is this like kind of much to do about nothing? Or do you think this is a big deal? What's y'all thoughts, fellas?
It's.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Mesa.
You muted, bro. You muted.
Yeah, sorry. If it's on me, I'll just throw it out there. Obviously, I don't want Mercedes, the GOAT, Ultimo Monet, to go back to the WWE. But I also think obviously the door, it would be profitable for them for her to go back. May not be as profitable for her because Tony can pay her whatever he wants, but it would be profitable for them. I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it. Been there, done that. She's perfect where she is. AEW needs her. The indie wrestling scene needs her. So cool, great. She's welcome back anytime. You ain't gotta go.
But that's what I want to say. She already made that publicly known that if the opportunity happens and it makes sense, she said she got unfinished business there. I think she said that on her first year. She actually got unfinished business there, but she's not going now. Like she got unfinished business in AEW. She got unfinished business outside of WWE. But the door is always open for someone in WWE. We've seen the history of everybody that leaves there. They can talk all they shit on an interview or anything like that, but they always come back.
And that's how it should be.
Shout out to Iron STLN from Twitter. What's up, bro?
What's going on? So I mean, for Becky Lynch to say that, it's probably another thing to tell wrestling fans that it's you, it's not the wrestlers. It's making this so-called war. Like again, these guys still talk to
each
that's
other. What I was thinking.
They still talk to each other. Like, come on, the history between Becky, Mercedes, Sasha, Bailey. You don't think they still talk to each other, especially Bailey and Mercedes? We already know that's bestie. So that's always gonna be a conversation.
Hey Becky. Hey Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, you listening? Are you listening? Rebecca. The door is always open for you to come to AEW. I just want you to know that the door is always open.
And wait.
Clearly,
that could happen, and that could happen.
I doubt it. I won't hold my breath.
I wouldn't
need because she ain't doing shit now in WWE.
The horse, right? But the point is, forget what the fans say. If you're valuable to one company, you can be valuable to any other company. Just like back in the territory days, when you finished in one area, you moved on to the next. I don't get into the tribalism stuff. It's just sometimes you're hot somewhere, sometimes you're not.
Yeah, the tribalism shit is like it's fucking pointless and it's stupid. And it's like this is like everybody wants to follow the leader. Like, okay, well, you got to stay here and you got to stay here. I don't care where you go as long as they use you correctly. That's all I really care about.
Thanks,
Becky
Eric.
Lynch. I mean, in Becky Lynch, like the her saying that the door is always open, I have to ask Becky this: why would she come back? Period. After seeing what we have been seeing for the last 2 years under this reign of Triple H, why would she want to come back anytime soon? Like, why?
That's one hell of a comment right there.
Which
Hey,
one?
what's up, Deidre? This Deidre from TikTok, right?
Yeah. That's one
You know
hell of
what's
a
up,
comment.
Deidre?
Yes, I totally agree. Like, this is WWE in 2026 is literally WCW late to 99 2000. Yes, I totally agree. But now let me ask you this. With that being said, Adrian, do you feel that WWE is in trouble, like immediate trouble? I'm not talking about financial. They're good financially, I guess. I don't know, but do you think that they're going down the like? Do you think they in the immediate trouble? Like, as far as, like, people leaving, like, WWE, like the show just literally just getting up and just leaving the viewership. Like, what do you think about that?
So
I'm gonna let you answer. Go ahead, bro.
So while we waiting for them to answer, listen, I think we all know we all watch wrestling long enough. If she comes back to WWE, good for her. Whatever. If making a surprise the wrestling world and come to AEW, good for her. Good for her. If you watch wrestling, a lot of wrestlers don't stay at one wrestling place their whole freaking career. You type a wrestler's name, you go see other wrestling companies in their resume. Mm-hmm. So it wouldn't surprise me if she come back. It wouldn't surprise me if she never come back. It wouldn't surprise me if Becky go over there. I want to know where this came from, because it had to be either someone asked her about this or who you want to come back to the company, and she probably named Mercedes' name, and probably named somebody else, but Mercedes' name was bigger than the other people she mentioned. But this actually, I don't know if we're gonna talk about it later, but segue to something I want to talk about Mercedes on the show. Mercedes right now is in a prime position. I don't think she wants to leave right now. She's helping women's wrestling in her way of going to these places that we never heard of, and giving us education on the wrestlers over in Scotland and Poland and all these other places that I didn't even know wrestling organization was at. So I don't think her mission is done. Right? So for her to even consider going back to WWE, I think she would do that only when her mission is complete. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
And then hold on 1 second, because I think there's so Dedrin, there's a comment for you from Charm City, so I just wanted you to know.
Do you believe that they're going out of business because that's what happened to WCW?
Well, here's something that I want to add here too, because I know we haven't really talked much about it, but I understand that WWE is doing their big numbers and a lot of networks are throwing money at them. We haven't talked about the fact that ESPN has filed to intervene in a class action lawsuit against WWE.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the cookout. I don't know if you can kind of shed some, you or Daedrian can shed some light on this.
Yeah, the lawsuit alleges WWE deceptively marketed premium live events access on ESPN's platforms, leading to unexpected $29.99 monthly fees for subscribers. The lawsuit, filed in January of 2026, the suit accuses WWE of misleading fans into believing that existing ESPN subscribers would get the new WWE content for free rather than paying an extra fee. ESPN seeks to intervene and enforce the arbitration clauses within their subscribers' agreements, effective trying to move the case out of public court. Impacted users, the suit targets and seeks to represent U.S.-based customers who are existing ESPN subscribers between April 6th and September 20th of 2025. Last time I checked, I believe I had ESPN during that duration. Plaintiffs claim affected millions of users and seeking compensation for alleged deceptive practices. So it's not like, WWE hasn't been trying to pull this genjutsu, beforehand. So they've been always trying to like pull the wool over people's eyes and do some shady business. This is just who WWE is. And who do you think they basically learned a lot of this stuff from? From Cheeto that's in the White House right now. So I'm saying is that do I think they're going out of business? Not right now, but you can only keep doing what you're doing for so far for so long.
I don't see them going out of business at all. Because the end game for WWE is money. And they're making a lot of it. Even though we don't like the way they're making it, we're putting all these damn sponsors and all that stuff. To the point that he's saying, remember, it was a time when WWE needed the fans. It's not y'all like saying, hey, we don't care if you're coming out. We gonna do what we want.
And that's the thing. They've basically said they don't need the fans. All they need is the sponsorships.
Right.
And that's it. That's why they keep overcharging to go to their damn shows.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what
they could shoot a studio show with limited fans, and just because it has the WWE name, it would still get a whole lot of viewership.
Yeah, the motherfuckers ain't paying that price to go there. They might as well just watch it. And guess what? That's good. That's gonna be another argument. Look how many views, not ratings, views we got. Yeah, because all the people home, they're not paying their mortgage or selling their soul to get to your events. And while you're saying this about ESPN, like ESPN, I hope you're looking at every T and every dot on I's and all that stuff, because y'all also in fault for this too. Y'all also in fault for this because I got the bundle. I got the Disney Plus bundle, which includes ESPN and Hulu, and y'all was still charging us this pay-per-view. Y'all was charging me for UFC. That's why I stopped watching UFC. So y'all been doing this before WWE got here. So y'all ain't fault for this too. I don't know what percentage, but y'all ain't fault for this too. But I always thought this is my thing. I think I said when I first met Chris, they should have kept the freaking network. They should have kept the network. If you want to charge more for your network, at least it would be your network. And y'all could know whatever the hell y'all want. Now look at you. Y'all in limbo. Y'all libraries on YouTube. Your freaking NXT pay-per-view is about to be on YouTube. You don't have no Saturday Night Main Event, no nothing. No nothing. And luckily Netflix took y'all pay-per-views and you can watch some old pay-per-views in there. Because that's all y'all got left.
I'm here.
Well, what about this one? Charm City says, hypothetically, even if WWE goes out of business, those fans are not gonna look at AEW. Unfortunately, they'll probably just stop watching wrestling.
And that's why I'm going to disagree.
What y'all think about this?
And that's why I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to disagree with you on that one. Because most of the people that they like, they're going to have no choice but to watch them in AEW. All the people that they said that was WWE traders, you still watching AEW because how the hell you know what's going on in AEW? I don't care if it's just a clip. You're still watching some type of AEW. Mm-hmm. So you're going to watch AEW just like everybody that was WCW fans that said they're not going to watch WWF. They came to WWF.
So I'm gonna come in. So I just wanted to say this. I think that we are in an era where we believe that we're in the Monday Night Wars and a company is going to go out of business. I don't understand how we get a pleasure on seeing a company go out of business. Now, my whole thing is with WWE is that I just don't think that, this don't have anything to do with it being a wrestling business because I was exposed to WWE. I feel that WWE is a cancer to professional wrestling. I think that Triple H is a cancer to professional wrestling, and he's not doing anybody any justice whatsoever. That's why our main event is Carmelo Hayes, because I've been seeing this a little bit too much with WWE. Either it's from Vince or it's from Triple H. I just feel that if you're not going to if you're going to maximize the money or your profits, quote unquote, and you have a business you have a business like right there, AEW, do business with them and do one of the biggest shows possible, then my question to you is why are you here? Why do you need to fight for supremacy? We know that you've been around for 65 million years. It's all, and someone said that it's not about the fans anymore. I disagree. If it's not for us coming to the shows, paying for the tickets, WWE would not fucking exist. No, yes, no. I get about the sponsors, but like once again, the only reason why you're here is because of the fans. I'll let my point.
But that's what we said earlier. We said that what builds y'all to this point with the fans, what y'all act like they don't need the fans no more because you got all the sponsors, this money and stuff. The fans that help you get to this point of the trade of the shareholders part now. Y'all here, y'all know. Now you got TKO who gives y'all your money. You got these sponsors and all this, like you gotta see all that stuff. It's not like y'all care about y'all attendance because if y'all did, I think y'all be panicking right now with these WrestleMania tickets. Y'all got a whole arena that y'all had last year, and if you telling me you can't fill this place that y'all filled up last year, and y'all not making no big deal of it. Y'all putting these bargain sell prices on every Monday and Friday, saying, "Hey, it's something percent off for WrestleMania tickets. Everyone buy them," but y'all not really panicking because we don't see it. We know when WWE is panicking. We see it. We see like the out of nowhere stuff that they do, and I don't see it.
And then Night Spider, thank you so much for your comment. You said that I'm upset. I don't know if this was directed to me, but you said I'm upset because he doesn't work with other promotions.
He do.
He does. I said AEW. I didn't say AAA. He already swallowed them up already. Pause. TNA. He already works with them. He doesn't want to work with the competition that he claims that he doesn't watch. That's what I was referring to. But we're not ready for that conversation. So, but yeah, we're gonna take a quick intermission. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, everybody, because I got something for y'all. We got some conversations. So I'll just wait until Ziggy switches over to intermission. Now I'm gonna show y'all like a little video.
So this video that you have loaded up, that's for okay, gotcha. All right.
Get on your feet.
Is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic puck cup. Organic? Yes, everything organic. Oh, say the flag star spangled banner yet waves for the land of the free.
4, 3, 7. Are you good? 4, 3, 2. Hold your chest lifted. We're gonna lift.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
Absolutely diabolical. Oh, see, Jesus Christ. Anyway, oh well, no, well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Is it safe now? Is he here? Oh, hi everybody. What's going on? I also wanted to show y'all this. So apparently people were hoeing and being nasty in Houston, Texas. I won't be going down there, but anyway, there were at least over 42,000 people diagnosed with STDs in Houston, Texas last week. Very disgusting. I be telling you motherfuckers to wrap it up, but y'all just too damn horny, just like wrestling fans, but whatever. Yeah. There's and when I mean STDs, we're talking about chlamydia, we're talking about syphilis, talking about herpes. There was one dude that was looking like a goddamn apple pie crust, like for real. He had a whole, no, that's not no, 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 not that. No, that you need to bring something diabolical, my nigga, for real. But no, this is not this is a very serious topic that I'm bringing to you guys because me being in the gay community or whatever, when I looked at this, I just said to myself, this is the reason why I do not date. This is the reason why I do not fuck around like that. Like I'm over this. I'm just over this. And the crazy thing is that the age was, I think, 18 to 35, I believe. But all I'm gonna just say is just wrap it up, everybody. Be safe. Like wherever you are, like in the country, just remember, please practice safe sex. Please do not be one of those 42,000 and a half men and women that contracted STDs. I know we do not really talk about this on some of these spaces, but STDs are real and STDs will kill you. So that's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up. And yeah, we're gonna continue intermission. So if the fellas want to come back on and talk to y'all, go ahead. Go ahead with y'all bad selves.
That was interesting.
But yeah, we have to put some realism in this podcast. I mean, shit. Well, no, what y'all think? I mean, like, what did y'all want to say something about this?
It's a scary thought to think about. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I don't date that much anymore because nobody out there is truthful anymore. You don't know what half of these people got. So that's why I pretty much keep to myself.
No, love don't got nothing to do with this.
No, it ain't even about love. It's mainly about just being real. That's what it is.
Very much so. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like STD talk, bro. Like someone needs to talk about this shit. 42,000 cases. Like who the fuck gonna talk about this shit? Like what? Sally, Jesse, Raphael? Like the fuck? Hey, the conversation needs to be brought up, and this is the reason why I'm bringing this shit up. You might think it's a joke, but dude, this is not a joke whatsoever. This is they saying that those cases is pretty much bigger than fucking Texas itself, and that's wild. So that's it. That's all I got.
We now return to our regular scheduled program.
Damn, that's damn. Shit.
All right. The next one I have is who steps up now with timeless Tony Storm sidelined for the rest of 2026. And on that topic, Tony Khan stated he is not going to be answering any more questions about Tony Storm. So quit asking, like Nick Saban said.
Right. Shut the fuck up.
Who becomes the face of the women's division? Who fills the void of Tony Storm being on the shelf now? Who carries the division forward? Who you think can become a new main eventer? We'll start with Enforcer. What's your thoughts, sir?
I have no idea. Right now, Tekla is doing her thing. Don't get me wrong. She's a champion. She's been entertaining for the past 2 times I've seen her with a mic. She had me down laughing. But I don't see anybody that could take Tony's spot. Like wrestling wise, yeah, but like the other pack, like charisma or I don't see it.
Who's like actually positioned? Would it be Mercedes?
So here's the thing, and I definitely missed something up y'all here.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to see Mercedes come back as the face?
I think
is she really a face?
Her losing all the belts is kind of humbling her.
Right. So you see, I don't want to see it. Like each time she loses the belt,
being humbled.
Each time she loses the belt, her facial expressions change. She used to crash out, to now she's like a proud mama, and I raised another one and all that stuff. But I don't think I would like to see her come back as a face.
I think so.
Face Tekla.
What's up, EPW? What's up, bro?
None of that matters inside of AEW. I do not want Mercedes coming back as a babyface at all.
Okay.
That's not her role. That's not her job. Her job is to continue doing what she was doing when she left. And that is anything she can to get that AEW Women's World title. Who do I think? Or the question, I believe the question was, do we see someone stepping up or something like that?
Yeah.
First of all, I think who steps up now? That's perfectly. I'm gonna perfectly answer it that way. Who steps up now? It remains to be seen, which is why I'm so interested in it, because I cannot predict who's gonna step up.
Right.
I love what I'm seeing out of the women's division right now. We don't have to know who's going to be the next Tony Storm, because like Enforcer said, nobody's going to be the next Tony Storm. But Tony Storm wasn't the next Tony Storm until she became the next Tony Storm, right? Until she became timeless. So I'm really interested in seeing the growth, which we've had a lot of over the last couple of years, but seeing the growth of the AEW women's division. Tekla, case in point, has only been there a little over a year now. And she's gone from somebody that they introduced that no one knew, unless, of course, you watch other wrestling organizations, which I never assume people do, to now she can carry a promo by herself and it be entertaining. And I'm just going to go down the line just a little bit. Marina Shafir, I've said it 1,000 times. 3 years ago, nobody cared about her. Now we love seeing Marina act the way she does on television. Queen Amanada. She hasn't come back yet, but she will soon. 3 years ago, nobody knew who she was until unless you watch any wrestling. But after being on TV for a couple of years, we recognize who the one and only Queen Amanada is. Right? So, Megan Bain's another one. She was if you didn't really watch AEW Dark, she technically was in AEW 6 years ago. And then she worked the indie scenes for a while. made a name for herself, and now she's a prime player in AEW. So I'm really, I don't want to predict who's going to be the next big thing in AEW. I just want to watch the ride and the rise of the AEW's women's division.
I'm gonna go ahead and fantasy book because that's what I like to do. They got Willow. I would like to see Willow step up. You got Athena. At some point she's going to get into the full mix of the AEW main roster person. You know, at some point Athena, like, come on, you know, I need you to get into the mix. I do think Mercedes could play as a babyface. I think it could work. With every title loss, kind of like Enforcer was saying, she's getting quote unquote humbled. And I think when she finally gets that AEW title, she'll kind of have that, like, I'm gonna seize the moment and appreciate, you know, getting to this point and all that type stuff. But I would like to see Willow, you know, get into the AEW world championship picture. Like y'all said, somebody said Hikaru Shida. You know where Shida's been at. Thunder Rosa, another favorite. You have multiple people. It could be like you know, kind of what Miss Hot was saying too. It's a kind of a catch-all. You could just close your eyes and just, you know, pick a name out of a bag and it'll work.
So real quick, I just want to be clear. I am not against Mercedes being a babyface. I just don't want her to return as a babyface because she didn't leave as a babyface. That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
We can get her there. We can get her there, but she has to come back because technically storyline wise, she didn't leave.
Correct.
No.
That's true.
I want to address the comment that Jose had up on there where he said he feels like the women's division in AEW feels underbooked to him. To that I ask, how? Because they featured 4 women's matches at Revolution, 1 during 0 Hour and 3 during the main show of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, Willow defended a belt on 0 Hour.
Willow defended the TBS title during 0 Hour. She then came back to defend the Women's World Tag Team titles during the pay-per-view show. Marina Shafir, somebody who Mid-South just talked about, where everybody wants to see Marina Shafir, you know, she was just featured in a match with Toni Storm. Not to mention you had the 2 out of 3 falls match with Tekla and Chris Statlander. I'll throw out another name for you, Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah,
she right now is being heavily featured right now.
Queen
You're starting to see more and more women's tag teams being featured. The Brawling Birds, they're being
don't give a flying
fuck.
And everybody's probably wondering. Not only that, but everybody's probably wondering what's happening with the Inspiration. The Inspiration was just in Japan and just won the Princess Tag Team titles.
Yes, they did. Good show. Good show.
Something about AEW wrestlers where they just, you know, they are able to go off to all these other different promotions and go ahead and be featured there because they are AEW wrestlers and they're out there putting out their names to these other wrestling shows, giving them hype. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they're underbooked. I think they're being booked very, very well.
Let me ask something to that. They are being booked way better than what they used to be booked like 2 or 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, they stuck to the guns. They actually made, I say, some smart decisions when they were wrestling. No disrespect to Kenny Omega, who was trying to get the Yoshis over here, but I guess it was not working, and he had some people they had there was not, they felt them for like a month or two, and then they fell off. A Ruby Soho type of situation. Forgot homegirl that's married to Sammy. Her, and then you got also they like, where's Anna Jay at? Where is what they doing with Thunder Rosa? What they doing here? But the people they got now and putting them in the right spots, we just gotta keep watching. You just gotta keep watching because now, like I just said, Tekla is the champion. Who's gonna be next to challenger? Like Marina is like you said, is getting TV time like a motherfucker right now. I still say she did it, but Amina's getting TV time and won a big match and had a title match. And the way she lost kind of made her strong because the homegirl had to cheat to beat Mina, you know. And now you got the Flying Birds. There's a tag team division is getting up there. You got some tag teams. It's looking good. It's looking good for the women. It's just now is who's the next? Who's the big star? It don't have to be the next Tony Storm, but who's the big star out the division?
Who's gonna rise like the Phoenix?
Who's gonna rise?
Honestly, we have so many names right now that are stepping up. Like we've named off so many: Queen Amanada, Mina Shirakawa, Marina Shafir, Tekla. You know, the Sisters of Sin. Like all of these names just keep getting brought up and brought up and brought up. But the only thing that people really want to talk about is where's so and so? Where's so and so? You know what? Enjoy the ride that they're taking you on right now.
Jose, it could get better. Yes, it still could get better. Just like the men could still get better. It seemed like every week someone added a name to I want the title and it's adding more stories to it. So
I got a question, and this has been a pattern since day one. Why are y'all so overly critical about AEW, but you are not critical about WWE? What is it? Is it because you want an alternative? Because if that's the case, I don't see it. Because literally they just gave you examples. Like they are booking the women like they should be booking them. Like they're giving them TV time. They're giving them the spotlight. The ones that didn't get the spotlight last year, they're getting the spotlight this year. Like, what do you want? Or is it just you just cherry picking? I'm trying to figure out what it is. Because like I said, according to some fans, they don't even watch AEW. So I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. Because I've never seen so much cherry picking with wrestling. Like, I don't get it. I like my plane.
Next.
That's a good comparison right there that Deadream just put in.
Tekla reminds me of how Kurt Angle is sending. Yes. Oh my God, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle gave me like so much in 2001. He get the rise. It was right after he fought The Rock. We start seeing that edge in Kurt Angle. And I'm like, man, that viciousness, that brutality in Kurt Angle. Tekla is one of my favorite superstars in not superstars, but wrestlers in AEW. But I just really feel that, honestly, I'm gonna say this. AEW is definitely one of the most unappreciated wrestling companies of all time, I would say. Like, they giving you everything that you want in a company, and yet you still do not appreciate them until they take it away from you. And I think that that's some of the most weirdest shit ever. I can sit here and tell you that I've wanted an alternative for the longest when WWE was the single company, in mainstream wrestling. And now that I have an alternative, I'm telling you, I appreciate AEW every fucking day. Every time I watch them, I'm like, thank you. But it's just, I hate you fans. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I love y'all. Y'all just watch it, but I just hate y'all.
Jesus.
I'm gonna recycle.
I'm a ball demon for real.
I want to recycle one of my takes from last year.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna modify it just a little bit though. I'm gonna tell it a different way. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, but the Jacksonville Jaguars play better offense, play better defense, play better special teams, have more wins, move further in the playoffs, basically are ran better than the Dallas Cowboys from bottom to the top, you still won't like them because you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. And that's the problem with AEW. They run into that all the time because most Dallas Cowboy, I may be wrong about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. There are an overwhelming amount of Dallas Cowboy fans that are not real NFL football fans. They are Dallas Cowboy fans. They watch the Cowboys and that's it.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
They don't pay $500 to get the NFL Sunday ticket package to watch every game.
Fuck no.
They don't watch the red zone to see what's happening for every team. They watch the Dallas Cowboys. And that's what AEW runs to all the time.
Good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Good one.
Also too, thanks for those that have taking the poll on the YouTube channel. 16 votes. Should Mercedes Moné go back to WWE? 81% of you all said no, and 19% say yes. So like having these fun, engaging things with you all on the channel. We'll have another poll probably pop up a little later.
I would ask them this, and you don't have to put me on the spot. Okay, so the 19 of y'all that want Mercedes to go back, is it that y'all desperate, or is it that you just want the nostalgia? What is it? Y'all can answer if y'all want.
19% say yes, that they want her to go back to WWE.
And I just want to know why. I mean, seeing the booking in WWE, why would you want her to go back?
I think the answer to that is literally what I just said. Because they are WWE/Cowboy fans. That's the reason. It does not matter what's happening on AEW programming. It doesn't matter if it's better. They don't want to like it.
That's crazy.
It's weird.
It's weird,
but it's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
No, it was wrong. It was just interesting. Just wild to me.
Never mind.
What?
All right.
Okay.
Next topic we have Ronda Rousey. No one states that no one in WWE women's roster has my star power. Is she right or is she wrong?
I agree.
I'm going to disagree. But I'm going to agree. When you first came to WWE, you're right. But now you are one of the most hated people. Period.
Charlotte.
Period. And to say that they don't have your star power, I mean, honestly, no.
I mean,
no.
I mean, if she went to AEW, who will we be talking about? Will we really be talking about Toni Storm? Or will we be talking about Ronda Rousey? Or is it because of the controversy of why she's there? Like, which one would it be? We got to think about that.
Let's put it like this. If she didn't do all this media shit she was been doing, and she was just being, I say this, like when she first came to Ring of Honor, that was talk. First of all, she came in Ring of Honor, like, okay, motherfuckers talking about Ring of Honor, so like that. Now when he came in Revolution, and only Missile could answer this for me, and like I said, I think he did last episode. It was more people like, "What are you doing here? Why are you in RA?" You like, huh? It's not like we was excited to see Ronda Rousey. Oh, she's AEW, because we didn't see Ronda Rousey is elite yet. We didn't see that sign. How we see everybody else that come to AEW, they are elite. I'm the to say that there's nobody that got her star power. Like I said, I might have to disagree, but again, that's my opinion on that, because I can compare your biggest pop, which was that Royal Rumble, and when Rhea Ripley, who we probably talk about later, comes out as either equal or is the same kind of pop. But outside WWE, she might be telling the truth. That's why I say I could disagree and agree. Outside WWE, yes. because you're Ronda Rousey. You're the former champion of UFC. You're the baddest woman on the planet, literally. No one could beat you within the first minute of a fucking fight. You actually made a chick shit on herself. I remember that. It was funny as hell. And within the WWE world, I can't say that. But outside of that, I definitely agree with her.
I mean, I would say honestly, fuck WWE at this point. Like, I would just say, like, fuck them. I mean, because she's gonna. I mean, I'm for real, because, like I said, the world does not evolve around these WWE fans, and they need to understand that. Like, and if they get mad at that, I don't give a fuck. I'm a ball demon. I don't care. Like, my thing is that wherever she goes, these little bed bug ass WWE fans is gonna go right along with her. So once again, I respectfully have to disagree with Tom. Her star power is unmatched. I'm sorry.
I have
go ahead. What you got, Miss Out? Before I read the comment,
I wrote down 5 people. Cyndi Lauper was bigger than WWF. Mr. T was bigger than WWF. Mike Tyson was bigger than WWF. Notice I'm not saying wrestlers. I'm saying the entire damn company. Snoop Dogg, Shaquille O'Neal. That's the reason why they bring these people in, is because they want notoriety. They want that star power on their programming, and they want their fans, who is bigger than WWE, they want their fans to know, hey, it's okay to watch WWE. It's okay to watch AEW. So I'll look at it from that point of view. Ronda Rousey is bigger than every female every wrestler in the WWE, and even Roman Reigns. Why? Because my old test that I always use, does my wife know you? Who, I'll admit, my wife was a wrestling fan. She watched every single ECW match, and I haven't even done that. But she's no longer a wrestling fan and have not been a wrestling fan for over 25 years.
I'm a fan of your wife, so
but she be hard pressed for her to know, other than some of the AEW wrestlers that I talk about all the time, because she know I specialize in attending and watching AEW. She don't know wrestlers at all. There's not many that she knows. Obviously, she knows John Cena, she knows The Rock, she knows some of the older ones, but everybody knows Ronda Rousey. The world, not the wrestling audience, the world.
Yeah.
More fans in UFC. Ronda Rousey has been in movies. She's a bigger star than every women's wrestler in WWE and AEW. That's a fact.
But it's not only just that, but it's the fact that they are bringing in those people to do what? To bring people from that world into the WWE universe.
Right.
You're bringing in UFC fans to be like, what is Ronda Rousey doing here? And it creates that chatter. It creates that buzz. And it creates the engagement. That's the reason why they're doing it. So when they bring in people like Shaquille O'Neal to do something like, I don't know, guest host a Monday Night Raw, NBA fans are going to tune in. When you bring in somebody like Mike Tyson, boxing fans are going to tune in just to see what the hell Mike Tyson is going to do. So again, does Ronda Rousey have a bigger star power or bigger drawing power than any WWE wrestler in WWE? Yeah, she does. Because at the end of the day, the UFC has a much bigger fan base than WWE. NBA has a much bigger fan base than WWE. The NFL, pro boxing is, as much of a dud as it's become. Even that has more fans than WWE. I'm sorry.
I mean, like I said, I could disagree and agree with the statement. Of course, again, the old tradition still works in today. Because if you remember, it was for some people, they was afraid to talk about they was a wrestling fan in public. But once you say someone comes to, I don't know, I think I could say before even WrestleMania, when Muhammad Ali came to a WWF ring, that got people talking. And they're like, what the hell is WWF? Joe Frazier was in the NWA. What the hell is the NWA? If you're not a wrestling fan, it got people talking. Like I said, I could agree that she is still, you know, some people don't like her or they got tired of her or whatever. She could lose star power and still have more star power. Right?
Yes.
Again, I don't like the way she's doing things. I mean, at first I was feeling her because she was telling shit off like, "Hey, this had," and she didn't like it. And we all know what was happening back in those times she was there. But then it's like she just can't stop. like stop. Like stop. You about to have a fight now. You about to have a fight with Gina. Let's talk about this fight with Gina. Let's get that on. And she just gotta bring that up. To say that if she is so my question to y'all, where would y'all rank her as star power, like bringing her star power to WWE or the wrestling world period? Where would you rank her
Before you get to that question, we do have a few questions from our listeners, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, you can start with Venom.
Venom. He said, "I haven't watched wrestling in like years. I finally started watching wrestling when Raw was on Netflix, and I was able to get back into it. Then I started watching SmackDown because it was easy to find and more accessible than the others, especially a lot of people who don't have cable. I'm grateful I can come here and find out new info. Yeah, definitely appreciate you, bro. Yeah, definitely come here, especially the guys on the panel over here to my right. You can find a lot of information about wrestling. Or watch OVW. Yes, I have seen you watch the OVW streams. NXT, TNA through Twitch streamers. Do you think these shows should be more appreciated? Do you think these shows would be more appreciated if they were easier to find or on major platforms? So
yes,
this is his question to the panel.
They would be more appreciated if they were easier to find. You know, that's why we do shows like this to help you find these platforms where they're at. You know, you go to my TikTok page, the very first 2 pinned videos are how you can watch promotions like World Wondering Stardom and the promotions that are offered by Cyberfight through Wrestle Universe. We're talking Tokyo Joshi Pro, we're talking Pro Wrestling Noah, we're talking Marvelous, we're talking Marty Gold, like all of those promotions. And I give you a step-by-step on how to watch these things. Now, would they be more appreciated if they were on major platforms? Absolutely, they would. But at the end of the day, there's only so much wrestling that a lot of these other major networks are willing to pay for. You know, that's why USA doles out the money they do to WWE on a yearly basis. That's why Netflix gave them, $10 billion. ESPN gave them another 500 million or whatever the heck they gave them. You know, it is what it is. And that's why we come out here and we tell you, hey, that's cool to show them love, but they don't need any help. Go out and check out some of these things. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy them just as much.
Yeah. And just to add on to that, like, listen, WWE, you always gonna find them. They know how to advertise. They got a good, that part I gotta give them. They got a good promotion team to know how to get their shit out there. AEW, again, good promotion team. But like these, like you just NXT, it's under WWE. You really gotta know that it's on national television. It's not on cable, nothing like that. It's on national television. OVW, I think, is local channel, in Kentucky somewhere, but it's a way you can watch it. Some there's a streaming service where you can watch some indies or some big shows. Like this past weekend, they had Global Wars on Thriller. It used to be called Fight TV, now it's Thriller app. So, but at the same time, like, it's so much wrestling. You can't watch everything live. This is the beauty thing about streaming services. I missed the New Japan Cup, and I watched it later on. That's the beauty about wrestling now, which I wish fans stop this bitterness and start with this one. I love one company, but I'm a wrestling fan. There's so much to watch. There's so many ways to watch it. Hell, you don't even have to go to the stream service. Some people put on YouTube so you at least get a taste. House of Glory got their own YouTube page. Noah got their own YouTube page.
Thanks, Kenny.
New Japan. Most of these wrestling companies got their YouTube page. MLW actually showed their big shows on YouTube. So
Ring of Honor
also
does sometimes.
an easy way to go watch wrestling. So
yeah, I think you're actually in a good spot, Venom, because you're not you're coming in fresh. You're not jaded by all this IWC. What you've probably been hearing us talk about, you're probably like, huh? Because you're coming in fresh to the IWC with a fresh pair of lenses, as we always say, with WWE. You say you kind of started with watching Raw and everything, and OVW, and you say you and your wife are watching AEW, which is like perfect. I actually think you would like New Japan if you ever get a chance to look at some clips, just because I kind of know what you and your wife like to watch in terms of entertainment. I think y'all would like New Japan. You and Tig.
Keep those lenses clean.
Yeah, y'all definitely check that out if y'all can. You know, and that's YouTube. That's accessible on YouTube.
I'm gonna entertain this comment real quick. So, King of the Ring. So you asked, so is SmackDown currently better than Raw? I think SmackDown is the best wrestling promotion on TV other than TNA, AEW. I haven't been feeling Raw lately, and it's Chris Gay.
Wait,
so
what?
No. Oh, I got it. So first, I really think that both shows are trash. And then to answer your question is, are we fucking? So that's the answer to your question. Go ahead.
Just open the door.
That's a wild question to just straight up
It is
somebody.
And that's a wild answer too.
Let me add in on this one too, by the way, since
That's
we're talking
wild.
about SmackDown and Raw being better.
Okay, yeah. What you got, guys? Yeah.
Yesterday on the cookout, I believe it was it yesterday, Chris. I believe I tabulated the total amount of wrestling on SmackDown and on Raw.
Sure did.
SmackDown had 48 minutes and 43 seconds of actual wrestling.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw had 30 minutes and 3 seconds of actual wrestling. Guess which show of the week had more wrestling than those two shows?
I don't know. Which one was it?
Dynamite with 56 minutes and 30 seconds in a 2-hour show. Keep
crazy.
in mind, SmackDown is 3 hours and Raw is 2.5.
And that 2 hours also includes commercial time. So
exactly.
So I guess the question is, why do you fans watch? Never mind. No, I know the answer to that question.
Hey, I did want to give a shout out to my boy Mono. Hey, shout out to one of my good friends, Mono Kuromasu. Brother that looks like us, travels to Japan all the time, and he's a
take me with you.
Very talented photographer. So y'all definitely check out his Instagram page. Just want to show you some love, man. Thanks for coming through tonight.
Yeah,
go to Japan.
Yeah, definitely.
Why are you on me? I don't want to say nothing.
You know, I thought you had something else you want to say.
No, I said what I need to say about the
yeah, that was insane.
Curious George, yeah. That's what's wrong with these motherfuckers. They always trying to climb people's trees.
Not what your favorite wrestler is, not what your favorite promotion is. Like, you go there.
No,
bro.
like yeah.
That's
Can I
crazy.
fuck with you? And I'm like, no, I don't like white
that
people.
question in there, didn't
Okay, you can give me off.
He asked 3 wrestling questions and with that last question.
Right, and it's just like I didn't get excited because that's not my type.
All
So
right.
there's nothing to get
The next one we have is this has been circulating on social media recently. You know how you know what happens with celebrities, and especially when they start gaining traction, people start going and start digging in old Twitter posts and Twitter likes and social media likes and certain things like that. And now it's Rhea Ripley's turn. And one of the things that popped up is she liked a photo that depicted a African American kid or African kid, whatever, and it says "Get used to looking through them bars, little N-word." And back in 2013. So the real question is, whenever we start digging up and going into old tweets and old things that people have said back in the day, is there a statute of limitations on that, or is that like do they get a pass because it was like way back then? You know, I'm a different person now than I was back then. That's always the rebuttal. Or do you say, hey, what was that? What's your thoughts on that?
What
Panel and audience.
Ziggy, there's an example that I like to go to. Josh Allen. If you remember, there were some tweets going on in Josh Allen's past that could have got him, quote unquote, canceled. And look at him now. Now everybody's in love with him. Now everybody, you know, says he's the next best quarterback. He's a, you know, a franchise quarterback, this, that, and the third. Yeah, there's an example there, but I don't think anything's going to happen to Rhea Ripley. People love her way too much.
My thing is with I'm old school. I got sick sense of humor, so I laughed at that post and I laughed at the other post. But if we talking about how today's age with wrestling and old tweets, I know we just talked about this situation of comparing WWE and AEW, but let's remember a guy that's supposed to have been hired by AEW could not get his job because of an old tweet. A tag team that supposed to have came, God rest his soul, couldn't get a job because of old tweets. This could have hurt her if it came out before she got that top tier level in WWE. It's not gonna hurt her. It's not gonna hurt her. It's too late now. She's already there. She's already.
Deidre said, enforce, just to give you context to your comment. He says this Rhea IG post always comes up every year. So apparently, this isn't the first time this has come up. Tone.
But this is the first time I've seen it. I don't go and pay attention.
Yeah, same.
Unless we talk about it. So that's why when we talked about it earlier, I was like, at first I was like, where did this come from? You know. But
well, Jose, this is news and rumors, so you know this is IWC talk.
Yeah, we just.
It's not the first time that I've seen this. It's definitely been the second or third time that this has come up. So
that's why just like I said, I saw it and listen, I grew up around Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Red Fox, comedy, you know, and they said some fucked up shit. So I thought, you know, but at the same time, I think me and was it you, Chris, that we talked about? It's a thing called accountability.
Of course.
And let's say someone asks a question. Since y'all said this is not the first time this came up, well, let's say someone finally asked a question about this, because I don't think no one asked a question about this.
Mm-hmm.
No, Jose, they said this is not a rumor. As Deidre said, Rhea addressed this years ago.
She did.
This was in
I think Jose was saying this is a rumor. No, it's not a rumor.
This was posted in 2013.
What's the question?
Well, when did she address it, and what did she say?
Well, you talk about the picture?
They said she addressed it years ago.
Addressed what? Did she
Deidre said she addressed this years ago.
Address what?
About the picture.
The photo.
Oh, about the photo? Oh, okay. So, like, once again, like she, from my understanding, she dated a black man.
Yeah, she did.
From my understanding. Now, to answer to that question, like, you don't get a pass just because you sucked or fucked any black dick. It's like that, you don't get a pass. Like, if you trash, you just trash. Like, plain and simple.
It's like I said earlier before, just because you take black meat don't mean you get the black pass.
I'm about to say, you just made your quote dirty.
Right up. I made it nasty. I made it nasty on purpose.
I mean, I used to say that to ex-girlfriends I dated before in my like just because you taking black meat does not give you the black pass. All right. You do not inherit my tendencies. Like you don't get that's not how it works.
Like, how does that work? Oh yeah. I mean,
like all of a sudden I give it to you, and then all of a sudden you start wearing do-rags and bonnets and shit around that. Like
listen here.
When did you start wearing bonnets?
Once you put it in, they gonna have box braids and micro braids and start snapping your fingers.
You never wore your hair like that. What you doing?
Wait a minute. So
you don't have to do this to make me feel comfortable. Like stop.
Bo Derek.
Let me make sure I got this right. So black dick black dick is supposed to change your. Well, I heard it changes your life forever, but it changed you culturally as well. Like,
I've seen it happen.
I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Hard out here for Kim. I want to answer the question directly.
Sure.
I always, first of all, I always treat these things case by case, but I also stand behind two different things, two statements when it comes to stuff like this. Number one, if we held a camera, well, first of all, I'll say it like this: if social media and phones with cameras and all that stuff was around when I was younger, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. That's number one.
You mean you have a 4K camera? Let me find out.
And then the second thing is, if everybody on the planet was forced to broadcast the worst thing they ever said or did into the sky for the entire world to see, this place would be a whole lot worse than it is now.
That's for sure.
And I leave it at that.
Okay. But you didn't. So you didn't elaborate on that 4K camera back in the day, though. Okay, we'll pass. We'll go to the next one. Ziggy, let's. Or did anybody else have a comment on her black dick confessions?
All right. The last one I have, Chris, is the Carmelo Hayes. I guess one of the main topics.
Yes. Yeah, this is gonna set us off.
So for those that know or aware, I know Venom mentioned that he watches SmackDown regularly, so I'm sure you're aware, sir. Carmelo Hayes has dropped the United States Championship to Sami Zayn literally weeks before WrestleMania. And now Sami Zayn will be defending this belt against Trick Williams instead of it being Trick Williams versus Carmelo. And now this is the second time that Sami has halted a rising star, in their pursuit of a mid-card title. If y'all remember a few years ago, this was Chad Gable that was in a similar position, getting ready to be a Intercontinental belt though on that time. The Intercontinental champion, and then Sami Zayn kind of took that spot and then beat Gunther to defeat the streak that Gunther was on. And then, fast forward, Carmelo Hayes had kind of a slow start. It's kind of weird doing stuff with Miz. Got the the United States Championship, turned babyface. All of a sudden, people starting to kind of get behind him a little bit. Like it started going like this, and then boom, lose the belt. And it's like, bruh, y'all was almost getting to the point where y'all was starting to undo what y'all was doing, putting them behind the 8 ball.
The curse of the cab driver.
Hey. But they said he's the underdog from the underground, but they say he's the he is the underdog that holds down other underdogs. I was like, bro.
That's wild work.
Wow.
That's wild.
So with all that being said, as I always say, panel and audience, what are y'all's thoughts on Carmelo Hayes? Are we making a big deal out of this? Is he going to be fine? Like they always say, like he's going to be fine.
So
are we making a big deal out of this? What do y'all think?
At the moment, because the way he's going, I hope and I pray that they are going to add Carmelo into this match. But like I said, at the moment, yes, it's a big deal. Because one, if you watch SmackDown, they was glazing Carmelo. They said, boy, you gave us the best match with Dragunov. This probably was the match of the year so far. And his U.S. title run with this Open has brought a new side to Carmelo that we haven't seen since the NXT days. You already know how he was in NXT. And then you dropped the belt. And it's not like he dropped it clean either. Let's not forget that. Oh no, Trick cost him the belt, cost him the match. And let me rewind that for a minute. First, Nick Aldis was glazing Trick Williams, saying you got a match at WrestleMania. Sammy, you don't. Where Sammy snuck him, pimped the stress 911. Sammy, he said, I'm gonna get this match at WrestleMania. He got to the Open Challenge. Again, like I said, now skip back to what I just said. Now it's Trick against Sammy for US title. I'm not mad that Trick got a match at WrestleMania. But I think when you got an opportunity, not just one, but two black wrestlers having a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, finally. It's been a long time since we could say that, right? But you kind of screwed the wrong black guy. Carmelo deserved a match. So now you got to add him in. You got to fix this problem. Because I think if you go on the YouTube page, it's over 10,000, probably more now, dislikes for Sammy winning that U.S. title.
Yep. Once again, bro, it happened with Cody when Cody won Enforcer.
Yeah.
What that was a few weeks ago for Drew.
Yeah.
Thumbs down.
You're not. But see, okay, no disrespect to Carmelo, but you're not Cody. But
he's not. But people were enjoying what he was doing, though. I think.
There you go. But at the same time, though, I think to fix this problem, because like this, Duddy, do you want your fans, not just wrestling fans, but you want your fans to start the bitching and complaining and lose money that y'all love to make? Put Carmelo in this match. Make it. I mean, it's right. I'm not a writer, but it's right there for you. Trick screwed him over. He wants to rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Put him in. Y'all got like 3 or 4 writers in that back. Make it make sense. It's already there. They got the history. They work together in NXT. Make it make sense. And this is how you can turn Sammy heel, because y'all on that direction too. The fans was booing Sammy.
Yeah.
Nobody.
To answer your question, Jose, the fans were starting to get behind him.
Yeah.
The fans were literally cheering him like louder and louder every week. So that's why it's very confusing as to why they went this route. But I know they say let things play out, but looking a little weird. Looking a little weird.
Nobody said that the WWE fan base was, the most intelligent. I mean, they are the ones cheering for Randy Orton right now, who's supposed to be the heel in his storyline. But I digress on that. Are we really shocked that Carmelo Hayes dropped the title? Not even 100 days. He won the title 99 days ago. Like 99, his reign lasted 99 days. Well, according to WWE, 92, because when he won it, it was on tape delay, so they showed it the next week. But
you're right.
It was under 100 days. And I said, I hope they don't do him wrong, but I do not see anything special coming of this. And lo and behold, look what happened. They pushed Carmelo to the side, and now they have a new toy that they want to play with. And it's that dude that comes out on a lazy Susan. Right? They stick this honey bun sticking out there, wearing all white and all glazed up, and they put him on that rotating pastry display plate and have all the fans yell, "Whoop that trick." I don't know about you, but it makes me hungry for pastries every time he gets on that lazy Susan.
Oh my god! Oh, light skin.
Shoot.
Shut up. Oh my goodness.
He borrowed it from Bobby Roode.
Borrowed it?
No, never mind. He stole it.
There you go.
Oh, not stole.
He stole.
All he needs is his theme song to say glorious, and we're set.
That's really all it's been doing. It's just something else for the fans to just yell and scream at. First they were saying glorious, now they say whoop that trick.
But at the same time, bro, like honestly, like I do get it, but at the same time, I don't get it. Like WWE is taking advantage of this. Smart by them. All right, Trick is one of the hottest things that. Listen, all right, fine. You already know when he was gonna come up. He was already made from like 2 years ago when he ran into SmackDown, held Carmelo. That ovation he got like 2 or 3 years ago. So you knew they were gonna do something with. So they kept the momentum with him in NXT. When he got to the main roster, it followed in. They gonna stay on it. They gonna milk this. They gonna milk this. Yeah, I just saw that shit too.
He's saying like and Swerve LOL. Like, hold up, are we really comparing Swerve to Trick Williams? Somebody who comes out and actually.
Jose's been he's been talking with Gaijin.
Oh God.
At least
Gaijin said Randy Orton's getting
come out on a
cheered.
lazy Susan.
Yeah, because Gaijin said Randy Orton's getting cheered, and then Jose said, "Well, I mean, Mox is getting cheered too."
Swerve.
Yeah, and Swerve. So yeah.
I mean, listen. One thing about wrestling fans as a whole, you got the right to cheer whoever you want, heel or face. We did it back in the day with Stone Cold. We cheered The Rock when he was a heel. You got the right to cheer whoever you want. So if they getting cheered while they doing dastardly things, guess what? This world loves heels more. If you watch movies, if you watch mafia movies, you cheer for the bad guy. You watch Sopranos, you cheer for the Sopranos. You know what I mean? You watch The Wire, you cheer for Omar. You cheer for the bad guy. It happens. Let it go.
All right.
So I'm just gonna say this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Fuck all the bullshit. You just fuck all that. Like I just really feel that Sammy is a fucking dirty ass Uber driver that just needs to just quit. Just straight up. Now, someone just told you this. Hold on, listen. Let me slide over. Let me slide my say. Oh, okay.
You good?
Okay. So we seen this shit before.
Yeah.
He did the shit with Chad Gable. Why in the fuck you bring your dirty ass in it? Why? You're already an established superstar. Like, why? Now, Carmelo Hayes. Now, this time I heard this, and this is allegedly. Allegedly, he went back to creative, bitching and complaining about wanting to spot in WrestleMania. Now, I'm not a theorist, but just work with me real quick. You are 3 weeks away from WrestleMania. Okay. You were playing with fucking Cody Rhodes' balls. You were playing with Randy Orton's balls. And you were saying, well, it's not fair that you get a title shot. It's not fair. It's not fair. And we're thinking that he's going to turn heel. Yeah. It didn't happen. So now we see him again come out during the U.S. title challenge. Bitch, how did you get here? Why are you here? And then the bitch fucking wins. Why? Can I get an explanation, please? And then there's a possibility that Carmelo Hayes is not going to even be in the match. Now we got motherfuckers apologists saying that, well, they might enter him in the third. He might be a triple threat. Fuck all that. It should be him and Trick Williams. If they knew how to fucking be creative. Trick should have just attacked Carmelo Hayes after the fucking match. Boom, there is your WrestleMania. Excuse me. Sorry. Right here. So I do not know why you added this Uber driver for a ride, so whatever. I don't know, but this does not make any sense. A triple threat for me is not going to fucking work for me because Trick and Carmelo literally had a history book right in front of your eyes. You do not need this dirty ass fucking this. You do not need this snow roach or wherever the fuck he came from, or this Swiss cheese to come in and say, I need a WrestleMania moment. It's not fair that I'm not involved. So I'm sorry, I don't share y'all sentiments, and I really feel that this is really a black issue in this situation. I really feel that they fucked up Carmelo Hayes. They fumbled him, but y'all are not going to fucking talk about it because you don't want your favorite acronyms to look bad. So that's how I feel.
I feel attacked right now because
I don't give a fuck. I personally don't give a fuck about you being attacked.
I got a question for the panel.
Because I'm a bald demon. No.
Hold on, put me back on. I got 2 words for you. Fuck you, sir.
Would you tell me to fuck off?
I got a question for the panel. Are you Proto Sheeta or Proto Kata?
Oh, you mother!
Who's for him?
It's on you.
For him?
No.
Are
for
you
me?
Proto Sheeta or Proto Kata? The entire panel.
Oh, you actually all of us, huh? Okay.
I don't know yet. I'm Proto Sheet. Yeah, I'm Proto Sheeta.
Proto Sheeta.
Yeah, I'm
Proto Sheeta.
Yeah.
Personally,
that's my lifeline. Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to see it burn, so I'm Proto Kata. I want this to continue all the way.
How did we go from SmackDown to asking about that? Is so random.
That was smart. That was smart. His fruit because he don't want to talk about.
You want to know why? Because
why you want
why talk about what we don't like instead of talking about what we do like? And I like what's happening between Proto Sheeta and Proto Kata.
So
Fletcher is playing both sides.
No, don't give a fuck. We were talking about
it is
this.
Lovely.
Just talking about this, and you decided your black ass decided to shift gears and shift in the turbo. We are not watching Power Rangers, sir. We are not doing that. I need you. Okay, all right, that's fine.
So, is this the main event topic? Because it's one thing since he brought it up.
Which one?
I'm kind of upset about that. I just found out Kyle Fletcher being injured.
Oh yes, we can. This would be our last comment, and then we'll talk about the rest on the cookout. So, Kyle Fletcher, two things. First, he made a comment about All In last year. He felt like he got screwed over, and then he later apologized for that. My comment is this, and I'm gonna leave it brief. He did not need to apologize because I felt how he felt. Like I really felt that they did take the rug. They took the rug under him, and even though like it wasn't his fault, like Adam Cole got injured, but at the same time, like I feel where he was coming from because he left a long ass list. Like he just felt he felt that was the worst day, and even though he apologized, that's how he felt, and it is what it is.
So I saw that. I saw the interview. When he said it, I should not say saw the interview. I read the interview, but I did read the apology. My thing with Kyle Fletcher is, bro, this is wrestling. This is not ballet. Something happened, not good that happened. The powerbomb apron spot happened. Adam Cole was willing to do the business way with the dogs, would not let him. Y'all was there. Y'all saw him before the situation, how he was messed up, and then how he felt. But if you think about it, back then, we all said this. We wondered how Kyle Fletcher felt about that, because that was supposed to be the big moment. And he finally talked about it. Mm-hmm. So just because he didn't bring it up, because maybe he didn't feel right to bring it up. It's still an emotional thing that he gonna feel like, I ain't gonna say how you feel, but in my opinion, he gonna feel like he ended Adam Cole's career. And that's a bad feeling to have over you. So why would you want to talk about that? Now the apology, I you might say he didn't need to, but I respect him more for doing it. Like, it's not that many wrestlers that will do that, especially the way he wrote it down. Like, he wrote a long ass paragraph. You had to read it, but I respect him for doing it. Like, some people like, man, this, like I just said, this is wrestling. Injuries happen, but he felt bad too. Y'all just trying to make him really feel even more bad. He got to live with that. Mm-hmm. So, God bless Kyle Fletcher, man. I hope hope the injury is not too serious when you got to lose the title. So,
but that sucks.
Yes, he left in a walking boot, right?
Yeah,
he was in a walking boot. How long he's expected to be in said walking boot, nobody knows.
You know what, sir? You need to start wearing socks with your shoes.
True.
I'm going to stay in complete kayfabe when it comes to this, despite all the things that we're talking about here. Storyline wise, AEW wise, it was the right thing to happen at the pay-per-view, and I said it back then. Especially with hindsight being what it is now, how much of a star he's how much momentum he's had since then. The dude is a legitimate main eventer now. He's a legitimate main eventer now. That moment that happened at All In would have been perfect for Kyle had he wrestled Adam Cole.
Yep.
Because of the fact that Cole couldn't wrestle, they had to shift gears, make it a four-way like they did. And it doesn't matter if it was Dustin Rhodes or if it was Sammy Guevara. It was not necessary. And I'm glad it wasn't Kyle Fletcher, because I knew this would happen. I knew what they wanted to do was make it bigger for him. And what has happened since then? He had a world title match. He had the match with Ospreay in the cage. The dude has gone from low-level mid-quarter straight up to, we all know he's going to win the AEW Men's World title sooner or later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with it. Again, that's just me not talking about anything outside of the storylines in the wrestling ring.
Okay. Cool. Anybody else?
I mean, we pretty much said what we needed to say here on that one. Get well soon, Kyle Fletcher.
Yes, well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, most definitely.
I think that's all we got, bro.
All right, let's go to final thoughts.
All right, final thoughts.
When it comes to my final thoughts, all I'm going to say is still continuing to work on the newest episode of the Gaijin Temple. So go ahead and subscribe to the Light Skin Gaijin on YouTube. Follow me on all my social media platforms at Light Skin Gaijin. And just enjoy pro wrestling and stop, being a douchebag. Put me in a pro wrestling toolbox and go touch some grass and wash your ass. Let your ass hit some water. Okay? And spread the butt cheeks and just let the water rinse out the water that y'all got.
Wow.
All right.
This man gave y'all instructions for God's sake.
Ass just
For real.
He gave y'all instructions.
Wash your duck butter.
Dumbass. Wow, just disgusting. How you follow up on that?
I can't follow that, but I didn't have no wrestling replays today because I was watching Tokyo Joshi wrestling with my wife today, and I was entertained. So if y'all ever get a chance to watch that, you want to see something a little different, give it a chance. Tokyo Joshi, all-female show. It's like 4 to 5 hours, so watch it when you get a chance.
This week.
All I'm gonna say is this: people, we get too emotionally invested on certain things, and I did a little clip. You go on TikTok. I think Chris probably know where I'm about to go with this. If you don't know a wrestler, don't come out your mouth. And I'm going to say it again. Don't come out your mouth and say no one's going to know this person. Nobody, they are nobody. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, because they are somebody. These wrestlers bust their ass, and they do got a fan base. Say you not gonna worry about it. Say you not go to work, or you're not gonna hear from them because you don't want to. I'd rather you say that because you don't speak for me. You don't speak for nobody in this panel. You don't speak for the whole wrestling fan base. Some people might want to learn about a certain individual. Some people might want to see why a certain individual is getting the press or a push that they don't know about. Like, who's this person? They just impressed me. I want to see more about them. They might want to learn. So speak for yourself. Don't. For me as an example, don't speak for me because I'm a wrestling fan. Right? I'm going to watch my wrestling. I'm going to learn. If I say who's this, I'm gonna, and nobody don't want to answer. Fine, I'll find out myself. You know. But to say that no one's going to care about a wrestler is, first of all, is some disrespectful shit as a wrestling fan, and it's disrespectful to that wrestler. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna leave at that. Other than I always say, be a wrestling fan, don't be a dick, and enjoy this week of wrestling, whatever it is. Just enjoy this week of wrestling, and I'm done. Peace.
Who is next? Miss Up? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my time to answer a question here in the comment section. Humble asks, so do you think Cal Fletcher should hold the AEW title before Darby Allin or Kevin Knight? If your question was worded, do I think he will? I could answer that. But should he? I don't think any of us should be saying, should somebody do anything? I think that's kind of the problem with the IWC is that we don't have patience for anything. If they build a story for Kevin Knight to be the next to be the champion next month, if they build a story to it, we should like it. If they build one for Darby Allin to win the title, we should like it. If they build one for Kyle Fletcher to win it, we should like it. Hell, if they build one for Roderick Strong to win the title, we should like it. It doesn't have to be one way. Just because Kyle Fletcher is great doesn't mean he has to be AEW World Champion next. Kenny Omega is wrestling for the AEW Men's World title, right? He could potentially be next, but he doesn't have to be next. There's 9 people right now vying for the AEW Men's World title. We don't know who's next. 10? Okay. Yeah. And he says 10. I haven't added to my list lately. But I love to sit back, relax, and watch. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like I don't fantasy booking. We've done that for years now. Fantasy booking. I remember when it started. Fantasy booking is great, but if I say I didn't fantasy book Swerve Strickland to win the title when he won the title, I didn't fantasy book it, but he won the title anyway, and it made me overly joyed happy that we got a black wrestler in a brand new company as representing the company as the champion. not just the secondary world title, as the main character, the main champion, the one that they're sending to do public appearances and things like that. So I say all that just to say what I said earlier. I just like to sit back, relax, and watch. You got it.
Okay.
I always like to close out with the same thing. Make sure you're following these awesome guys on the panel on their various platforms. Gaijin, he has the Gaijin Temple over on YouTube and TikTok and all the various platforms. Make sure you're following the Gaijin. Make sure you're following the Enforcer. He does things with our friends and brothers over on the Wolfpack podcast, and he has his own platform. All the things that he does on YouTube and Facebook and all the different platforms as well. TikTok. Same for Mid South. Catch him on TikTok, or you can catch him on here. He said last week on the way you can catch him at. And same for Chris. Make sure you follow him on the Cookout. Telling y'all, man, y'all, if y'all are not following the Cookout during the week, y'all are missing out. Y'all are missing out on the Cookout. You do not have to. You could, and this is your chance also. Just like how we have a panel here, we do a rotation. We try to be as fair as possible to get everybody their time to talk, get everybody to get their time to get their thoughts out. This is where you actually interact with only us, but also other IWC members, and we could debate, we can agree to disagree, or we can keep it moving. And I do appreciate every single one of you all for coming through. We have some new subscribers here on the YouTube. We're now at 910 on the YouTube channel.
914.
I'm sorry, 914. I didn't refresh my page. We're on 914. That's even better.
Awesome.
Just appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And that's all I got. And we'll see y'all next one.
Cool. Thank you so much, Ziggy, for that. So just want to reiterate, we got the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So we are edging closer to 1,000. Also, once we hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers, one lucky winner will be able to win the ECW World Heavyweight Championship belt, right along with some gift prizes, possibly a free T-shirt, WWE, AEW action figures, $25 gift cards. We got a lot of shit planned for you guys once we hit that mark. Also, like to reiterate what Ziggy said. Follow us on the Cookout on TikTok, H4L Wrestling Pod on TikTok. I do it daily except for Tuesdays. I am bringing back my other show called Wrestling Debates and Catering. I'm just doing some last minute tweaks, and we're gonna bring that back. And then also check out our merch store as well. Pro Wrestling Tees / Heels for Life as well. We got new merch, about $24.99. There's some nice ass merch, so definitely check it out. And my last thing that I want to bring to you guys, I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much for the birthday shout outs this past Wednesday. I turned 43, and I'm thankful for being here. This community is so fucking dope, and I love each and every one of y'all. And I do look forward to talking with y'all on the Cookout and even on here. Y'all really gave me a run for my money, especially the one that was asking about my sexual orientation, which is fucking hilarious. The only thing I'm gonna say is that if you are a tribalist, I need you to wash your ass and touch some grass. I need y'all to, if you really want to learn about wrestling, then act like it instead of being a dick. Okay, like what Lightskin has said previously. I love wrestling. I'm going to support wrestling, and if I do find out, or if you do this in my presence, I will call you out. There's no way that you should be saying that wrestlers are nobodies and shit, and yet you call yourself wrestling fans. If you are a wrestling fan, please act accordingly, because I will be one of the ones. If Susan or Kevin is not going to do it, I'm going to call your bitch ass out, and that's what I'm going to do. That's what I do best. That's why we're here, because we love wrestling, and so should you. With that being said, everybody, thank you so much for coming on. My name is Chris. That is Ziggy. There's Light Skin Gouging. There's Enforcer. That's Miss South. If you need to find us on social media. We are easy to find, but more importantly, find us on TikTok and definitely subscribe on here. Once again, this is #Heels for Life, episode 322. Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week. Good night, everybody.
Heels for life on the train. You know what it is.
Heels for life.
Turn it up. Let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. Heels for life. Woo. Turn it up. Let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. From the Mid-South all the way worldwide. We the force of the heat where the bad guys start. Being Enforcer in the cut, keep the story in line. DJ T.O. make it John when he gut, that's fine. Wild card talk slick, gotta take some 10. Like Skin Gate and bring the chaos sins. And get hit wreck good in the roof, catch flames. To another hit I drop, you remember the name. Heels for life, we don't play nice. Every hot take feel cold as ice. From the blow to the mic, we define it. Hype, turn it up, hit subscribe, it's Heels for life.